As of mid-2026, we have officially entered the long-tail inflation era. Inflation is no longer a transitory post-pandemic blip, but a structural persistence. Instead of a rapid return to previous lows, we see prices resetting to a higher, more expensive baseline. This is the new normal. A period defined not by temporary spikes, but by a plateauing of elevated costs that reshape our economic reality. For decades, 2% inflation was the gold standard for central banks worldwide, representing stable and predictable economic growth. Today, that target is effectively abandoned. We are operating in a structural shift where historical benchmarks no longer hold. We have entered a new era where inflation realistically fluctuates between 2.8% and 3.5%. This is the new baseline for global commerce. This isn't a temporary spike. It is a persistent reality that reflects deep changes in how the global economy functions. Global trade is currently fragmenting. We are moving from a highly efficient, interconnected global market toward a fragmented landscape known as the balkanization of supply chains. This shift forces nations to prioritize nearshoring, moving production back home, or to closer allied regions. While this strategy offers increased security, it comes at a significant cost. The logistical redundancy required for localized production permanently increases the price of goods. Simply put, resilience has a premium, and the consumer pays the bill. Demographic shifts, characterized by aging populations in the West and China, have created a critical scarcity of workers. This scarcity grants labor significant leverage, initiating a wage-price feedback loop. As companies raise wages to attract talent, service costs trend upward, maintaining structural inflation pressure. This power shift is not temporary. It is a fundamental pillar of the new, more expensive global economic reality. Fiscal dominance occurs when massive government spending creates an unavoidable conflict with monetary policy. Governments today are pouring capital into defense, AI infrastructure, and the green energy transition. Because these deficits are so substantial, central banks find their hands tied. If central banks raise interest rates too high, the cost of servicing government debt risks insolvency. This is the essence of fiscal dominance. Housing is a major inflation driver. Even as central banks hike interest rates, shelter costs remain stubbornly high. This creates a trap known as the shelter lag. Why is shelter so sticky? It's driven by two factors: chronic inventory shortages and long-term contracts. Unlike retail goods that reset prices daily, rent and mortgage adjustments are slow and deliberate. This lag makes the inflation data feel stickier than it really is, forcing policymakers into a difficult balance between cooling the market and housing availability. Historically, economies recovered from inflation spikes through a V-shaped path, characterized by a sharp drop and a quick return to price stability. However, we are currently facing a U-shaped malaise. Instead of a quick return, inflation is expected to settle into a persistent fluctuation between 3 and 5% for the foreseeable future. This structural shift represents a departure from past norms, signaling that price stability will be harder to achieve than previously anticipated. Artificial intelligence is driving a significant transformation in office productivity. By automating administrative tasks, companies are successfully lowering their internal labor costs. However, these gains are currently hitting a ceiling. While administrative expenses shrink, the costs of energy and physical goods remain stubbornly high due to supply chain fragmentation and transition demands. The result is a delicate balance. AI provides a deflationary pressure on labor, but it is not yet strong enough to offset the structural inflation in the physical economy. We are seeing productivity gains, but they are currently being absorbed by rising systemic costs. The global energy landscape is currently in a fragile state of transition. We are shifting away from fossil fuels, but renewables have yet to reach the scale needed for total reliability. This imbalance creates sensitivity, leading to recurring price spikes. Through 2030, these fluctuations will act as a wildcard, directly impacting household budgets. We are seeing a clear economic divergence. While prices for manufactured goods have largely stabilized due to global supply chain adjustments, the experience economy is moving in a different direction. Dining, travel, and professional services are seeing annual price hikes of 5% or more. This is not due to shipping costs, but because skilled human labor is increasingly scarce. As demographics shift and the aging population accelerates, the cost of services becomes baked into the economy. This human-centric inflation is the new reality of the experience economy. Aging infrastructure is a silent contributor to our cost of living crisis. Critical systems like power grids, bridges, and water networks require massive capital investment to remain functional. Repairing these systems requires enormous public spending. Because these projects are financed through debt or direct rate hikes, the cost is ultimately passed down to consumers through higher utility bills and local taxes. This creates a persistent inflationary pressure. Households find their budgets increasingly strained by these non-discretionary costs, which rise regardless of broader market fluctuations. The neutral interest rate is the economic sweet spot, the level where the economy neither overheats nor stagnates. For over a decade, we operated in a near-zero interest environment. Economists now view this period as a historical anomaly rather than a baseline. Today, structural changes indicate this neutral rate has shifted permanently higher. This new neutral means we must prepare for a future where borrowing costs remain elevated as a structural necessity, not a temporary policy choice. The modern economic landscape has created a severe household debt trap. Debt servicing costs for the average household are now at their highest level in 2 decades. High interest rates mean that a larger portion of every dollar earned is immediately claimed by debt interest. This drastically reduces the disposable income available for actual consumer spending. As debt payments consume a record share of household budgets, the remaining portion for discretionary spending and savings continues to shrink. This structural squeeze is a major anchor on economic growth. Ultimately, households are carrying record amounts of debt while interest payments remain elevated, creating a trap that limits long-term financial security for millions. The real yield trap occurs when nominal wage growth is outpaced by the rising cost of living. Even if your paycheck increases by 4%, if the cost of essentials like healthcare, insurance, and energy climbs by 6%, you are falling behind. This creates a structural gap. As inflation in essential services persists at higher rates than average salary adjustments, the average household sees a steady erosion of their actual purchasing power. This isn't a temporary spike. It is a persistent squeeze that forces families to reallocate limited funds, often at the expense of savings or long-term financial security. The third structural pillar driving inflation is fiscal overreach. This happens when governments inject massive amounts of demand into the economy by spending money they do not currently have. When government policy projects are funded through deficit spending, it increases the total money chasing goods and services. This creates sustained inflationary pressure. By accelerating spending on defense, AI, or green transitions without matching revenue, governments effectively bypass traditional market constraints, locking inflation in at higher levels. This structural overreach transforms short-term policy goals into long-term systemic inflation, making it one of the hardest pillars to dismantle. The current inflation problem is worse than you think because it is no longer a temporary surge waiting to pass. Instead, we are witnessing a systemic transition to a world that is inherently more expensive. We are no longer waiting for a return to normal. We are living in a permanent, more costly economic paradigm. The old baseline of prices is being fundamentally reset, requiring a change in how we perceive economic stability. In this era of structural inflation, business agility is the primary survival skill. Survival depends on two specific levers: operational efficiency and strategic pricing. First, businesses must leverage automation. By reducing the reliance on costly human labor for routine tasks, firms protect their margins against rising operational costs. Second, agility allows firms to pass through price increases. This must be done surgically to cover rising costs while maintaining customer loyalty and market share. Efficiency is not just a goal, it is the new standard for endurance. Agility transforms the threat of inflation into a test of institutional optimization. We have examined why inflation is now structural. The primary takeaway is clear. We must prepare for higher costs and adapt our financial planning accordingly. To thrive, increase financial agility by accounting for higher costs in your planning and prioritizing resilience over short-term gains. Understand that the old rules of low inflation economics no longer apply. Adapt today to secure your financial future in this new landscape.